Hi painters, I'm going to show you how to size your photo for your macro painting. First thing you want to do is open a new Word document, and you want to make sure these rulers are showing at the top and the side. If they're not showing, simply go to View and click on the ruler box and they will show up. The next thing we want to do is we want to put in a box that's going to be the right size for the picture. So you're going to go to Insert, Shapes, and click on the rectangle, and you want to make it about, well, as close to 5.5 by 7 as possible. So you can see that this lines up with the 5.5 mark, and this lines up with a 7-inch mark. Okay, now we need to get our picture into this file. So I'm going to go to Insert, Pictures, and I have saved my picture to my desktop, and I called it Halloween Guy, so I just got to find him. So I'm going to double click and he will show up. Now, you'll notice that there's some text here and that he is behind the box I drew. You need to wait a few seconds for the text to go away. And then we're going to bring the picture to the front. So in order to do that, I need to go to Layout, and then I am going to go to, whoops, sorry, I need to click on the box. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Layout, and I'm going to go to Send Backwards and Send Behind Text, like that. So now I'm going to click on my picture because I need to crop it. So I'm going to go to Format. Sometimes it says Picture Format, but basically Format or Picture Format. Then click on the word Crop, and you'll see these black bars show up. So I'm going to start cropping this in, and I want to crop it in really tight. That's the whole point of doing a macro painting, is that you zoom in on one small area of an object or a series of objects. So I'm going to crop this in really tight, even a little bit more, I think. All right, and then I'm going to click outside to apply the crop. Now what I'm going to do is click on the picture, and I'm going to stretch it to take up, hopefully, that whole box. Now, it may be that when you stretch it, you find out, like I'm finding out, that there's a little bit of space here. If it's not too off, you can just stretch it. Otherwise, you might need to crop it a little bit more and then stretch it again. I'm just going to pull it out like that. Okay, so it's cropped now the way that I'd like. And for example, if it wasn't cropped the way that you would like, just go to Crop again, and you can crop it in even tighter. I'm just going to do that just to show you. Okay, and then you can continue stretching it and getting it to the right shape, the right proportions. Okay, once you've done that, then you need to save it. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to save it again, I think on my desktop, and I'm going to call it Cropped Halloween Guy, and then I'm going to save it. All right, now if you are a remote student and you have the ability to print it out, I would go ahead and print it out. If you are a remote student and you don't have the ability to print it out, what we want to do is we want to put 2 grid lines over this picture. I'm just zooming out so you can see. So what I'm going to do is this time I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to go to Shapes, but this time I'm going to click on this little line here, and you can just kind of eyeball it, but 2 3/4 would be halfway of 5.5. So I'm going to draw a line straight down. And if I go to Shape Outline, I can make the weight of the line a lot heavier, and I can also change the color so it shows up a little bit better. Okay, and then I want to do the same thing again. So I want to insert another line, and there's probably a way to do this that's a little quicker, but this will work. All right, so now I have another line going straight across, and I'm going to make it yellow, and I'm going to make it thicker so I can see it better. Okay, and then I think this line is crooked. We are going to be, move it over just a hair. We are going to be then drawing a corresponding grid on our canvas board. and that will be in another video. So that is how you crop your picture and get the grid lines on it that make it ready to enlarge on your Canvas board. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys.